So hey guys, what's up? Well, and World News 20 new channel. So let's talk about migrant farm workers whose harvests with Europe blocked at borders. When Europe tightened its border to prevent the spread of the coronavirus, France's biggest farmers sounded an alarm. The workers they rely on from other countries to harvest much of the nation's food could we no longer make the trip. The concern is widespread in Britain. Farmers are struggling to find people to pick the raspberries and potatoes. Part of Germany's priced white asparagus crop risks rotting in the ground, and in Italy over a quarter of the strawberries, beans, lettuce ripening in coming months may lack harvesters. European governments have declared food supplies a matter of the national security as millions flock to supermarkets to brace for prolonged home confinement, but border lockdowns have immobilized legions of the seasonal workers from Eastern Europe who toil in fields from Spain to Sweden, forcing a rapid rethink of how to supply labor to those rounds. France's agriculture minister this week trumpeted what sounded like a surreal call for the hairdressers, waiters, florists, and other temporarily unable to work at their mothballed businesses to head to the nation's fields and start picking, and calling on the shadow army on the many men and women who want to work. Didier Guillaume, the minister, said on the BFM television Tuesday, "We have to produce to defeat the French. Europe is not about to run out of the food. Truckloads of pasta, tomatoes, and other goods continue to cross the continent with bottlenecks at some borders, but the widening clarion call to citizens underscores an uncomfortable reality. Without low-cost mobile labor from Eastern Europe, the breadbaskets of the euro, well, their economies risk losing their harvest." Maldives grows the creamy pale asparagus celebrated in Germany as white gold, and harvesting each spring to much fanfare. But as the days grows warmer and stocks begin picking from the mounds of the earth on the farm he runs in the Kremen, 30 miles northwest of the Berlin, he and neighboring farmers are struggling with limiting numbers of the seasonal workers and more stringent housing conditions to allow for social distancing. Normally he relies on a workforce of about 170, mostly Romanian workers, for the asparagus harvest. Right now about half that number are on the hand, and most of them having arrived before Czech Republic and Hungary blocked travel to their countries. Germany's agricultural sector relies on 3 lakh seasonal workers to plant and harvest produce throughout the spring and summer. Like many growers in the Brandenburg Strait, where about 24,000 tons of the asparagus is raised each year. Workers said he would need some more people for the high season, which starts in late April. Hoping to fill the gaps, he put out a call for help on his company's website. Hundreds of people have called in, even a mother saying these 2 teens could help out, which won't allow. He said, "I almost get goosebumps." Thousands of Germans have also logged on to a national website offering to help farmers on the nurseries needing workers. The jobs pay the German minimum wage of 9.35 euros, about $10.25 an hour, the same wage paid to the foreign harvesters, but only with the 16,000 applicants. So far, the agriculture minister has urged the government to also grant refugees would also not qualify to the work permit the right to help in the fields until this week. Seasonal workers who could bypass travel restrictions and get to the German border would be allowed in. But on Wednesday, farmers faced a further squeeze after the Interior Ministry announced that Germany would ban all seasonal workers from entering the country, citing the concern by the public that they could bring the coronavirus with them. So if you like the channel, so kindly subscribe to it.